No! No!
No! We're there! Hello, everyone. It's been a minute. We missed you guys. I missed all my friends and playing with them in the wasteland. We've been a little busy. We've had a lot of stuff going on personally and stuff going on at Modiphius. Like we just released a new game. We released, or not a new game. Well, yeah, we did release a new game, kind of. So we've got Cohorse Cthulhu that is up on Kickstarter right now. So if you like the Roman Empire and you like Cthulhu, that might be up your alley. Let's go check out the campaign. It is fully funded. We're unlocking We're unlocking stretch goals all the time. Every weekend, it seems that we've unlocked a new stretch goal. So go check that out and back the campaign. We also, for Fallout, just released a new book, The Settler's Guide, which everybody's been waiting for. So yes, now you can build your own settlements and camps and follow the rules that go along with that. So
NCR.
yes, there are, let's see. There are some really good things in there. You can now play as an NCR. You can play, there's also the Protectrons in there too, or the Synth is in there. There's a few other things in there. So lots of new stuff in there. So you're going to want to go check that out. It's on pre-order right now, but if you pre-order, you get the PDF. So if you pre-order the physical, you get the PDF immediately. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. The link should be in chat. And if you want to play with your friends in Fallout on Virtual Tabletop on Roll20, if you watch tonight live, you can be entered in to win a copy of Fallout, the role-playing game, the core book, on Roll20. All you got to do is enter !Roll20 in the chat. We will do one drawing at the middle of the stream and one at the end of the stream. So good luck to everybody. Just !Roll20 in the chat.
Then you too can suck butt at rolling.
So
just like me.
We're just kidding, Roll20. We love you. We love you so much.
My rolls have been perfect.
Yes.
I love
Every
you,
time.
Roll20, but we have an abusive relationship.
No, they say that the rolls tell a story, and ours tell a story of death.
So
and
much.
chaos.
So much.
It's sad.
Yes.
Just sad.
Yes. So this is episode 11.
Yeah.
We've been at this for a minute, so episode 11, and like I said, we have been gone for a few weeks doing other projects and working on some things. And hey, my internet is stable. Let's hope it stays that way. Everything should be fixed.
Knock on wood, everyone. Knock on wood.
I know. Where's there? I've got my dice tray is made of wood, and it's beautiful and stained, and it's vault themed. So let's do a little recap of everything that you all have been through. You all came together in front of Diamond City. You met the mayor. The mayor said, "Hey, I've got this problem. Some of our supplies went missing. You want to get in good with us? Go check it out." You went. You found the crashed train. You ran off some scavengers, but they were like, "Hey, we didn't do it. We're just from another settlement." Turns out they were from Good Neighbor, so they left. Then you found a child of Adam on the train. He seemed kind of weird and different, but also cool. So you just let him go. He said he had very important things to do, so you let him go. You went back. You got in good with Diamond City, and they said that you could stay there. There are people at the gates of Diamond City that can't get in because it's in the middle of nuclear winter. Supplies are low. Housing is low, all of that. You go in, there's children of Adam that have kind of gone into the All Faiths Chapel and kind of taken it over, which some people seem to be okay with, some people didn't. You also learned a lot of things going on here. You ended up meeting a very unlikable person. According to you all, some people liked them just fine. But she was over newly into the Children of Adam and overseeing and helping people at the Dugout Inn, the Children of Adam at the Dugout Inn, but they had been feuding with the Minutemen. You ended up siding with the Minutemen, getting the Children of Adam kicked out of the Dugout Inn. They left, but the Minutemen appreciated that. So that was all good and dandy. You met Piper Wright and her sister. They helped spin a story about how you got the train shipment back after, or most of it back after finding the people who done it, who turned out to be some newly raider types that had been, people had been kicked out from several different settlements. And instead of taking them out, you were like, hey, this could be a mutual beneficial thing. So you ended up working with them. Some people heard about that, a little bit about that, like that you didn't take care of them, you didn't kill them, but she helped you spin the story in your favor. So that went well for you. You found a caravan when you were thinking about going in and taking supplies to those raiders. And the caravan offered to pay you handsomely to help them find this very well hidden city. And you, it took a while. You had to fight off some what were they? Mongrels, some mongrels and stuff like that. But you did end up finding Beatsville. Came across Beatsville, which was hidden in a junkyard, very artsy junkyard. But they had there's no weapons. They had no security. They're just hidden really well. And it's just a bunch of artists and beatniks and musicians and people that love peace and light and joy. And they're just enjoying themselves, out in this hellacious landscape. You ended up meeting their leader, the llama, the person called the llama. You also learned along the way that Janie, one of the people in the caravan that hired you, she is also a child of Adam. And it sounds like she's been doing a little bit of spying. She thought you all were spies too, but it turns out you're not. So you kind of warn her, let her off with a warning to leave your new friend, who is a deaf woman by the name of Maybe. And she tells you that she had escaped the Children of Adam. She had been kidnapped, taken there, had to teach some kind of creature sign language, American Sign Language, and she ended up escaping. Didn't know the coordinates of where she escaped from other than it was in the glowing sea. But she did escape. She found Beatsville. They took her in, and she's trying to make her way as a poet and a writer, and that's what she loves. But she did say that her father, Murray, was still back where she had been taken from, back in Mirage, and she would greatly appreciate it if you would go get her dad and figure out what's going on over there, because something's just not right over at Mirage, and she really wants to see her father again, but she doesn't want to leave the settlement because she knows that the Children of Adam are looking for her because she escaped. And she seemed to be a very important person to them. So you all were getting ready to leave because coincidentally enough, Linda was going to go to Mirage. That was the place she was going to go trade with next. So she was getting ready to head out, and that's where you all left off, heading to Mirage with Linda. Did y'all have any other anything else you wanted to add that you remember? It's been a minute, so if I forgot something.
I was going to say, really, I think at this point, the thing that you did forget the laying of backhands, basically. Catch these hands.
So many.
Was an important note.
Yes.
Stud totally nailed Linda. And Rob is in possession of porn. And sport has become the moral compass somehow. And that's really, if you needed our party in a nutshell.
Free and sin is the way we roll.
I am in a nutshell. I am in a nutshell.
And Rob is maybe a dancer?
Maybe. Everyone seems to think so. Failed in front of DJ the DJ Daddy-O, but it fell flat on his face. But other than that, did a really cool job. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. You got an audience with DJ Daddy-O, and it went over kind of okay, other than Maggie got into it with him about the children of Adam. They did not see eye to eye on that little situation. But maybe understanding why, as you're learning more and more about the children of Adam they've come across.
Well, and Sport has been reading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep and iRobot.
Yeah.
So we are hot on the trail of this mystery. But not
steam-powered giraffes.
I love steam-powered giraffes, so my little Hot Topic goth heart can't resist.
I watched a video of how giraffes fight the other day.
Immediately look at this up after.
It's like they like use their necks as whips to whack each other in the neck.
They whack each other off. This is great.
It's the best. You gotta see it. Sorry.
Hey, I'm back. You're welcome.
Oh, it's a fun one.
So we are actively departing right now with Linda.
That is the plan.
Okay.
Yes. So Linda's ready. She's going. It'll be a couple days to get there, like 2 days maybe, to get to Mirage. And as you're getting your supplies together, you're getting ready to leave, and everybody's wishing her well and everything, because people really, really liked her. She had a lot of good supplies and arts and crafts stuff, and she's like, "Oh, I'll be back." She notices, and you all notice, Janie's nowhere to be found. Like, she was getting ready with all of y'all. She was getting prepared to leave with everyone. No idea where Janie is. Have y'all? Yeah, I was looking around everywhere for her. I don't know where she would have gone off to. She'd been with me, for quite, some time. Not too much longer than y'all had been, but she seemed like a good egg. I don't know where she could have gone off to.
You know what? Give me just a minute. We had seen her. Hey guys, come here real quick.
We'll be with you in just a moment, Linda.
All right.
Steps away. Okay. Do we need to go warn maybe about this? Because she needs to be warned. And if we see Janie, I'm not usually the one for the throwing of hands or whatever.
Leave that to Maggie.
But I think it might be time, if it's to protect maybe and the whole rest of all these people. I'm starting to see what y'all are talking about here. Taking out one person for the greater good. Maybe, it's just let's press save right before, though, just in case it goes bad. Then we reload and we try to kill her again. And if that just keeps going wrong, we just keep reloading that save. You know what I mean?
Quick save. I like the way you
save scumming in a TTRPG. They put it in the rule book, basically.
They did.
I mean...
It's beautiful. Let's just snap. Murder hobo time. Quick save.
And on next episode, we just reload our previous save. It's fine. Nobody died. It's all good.
But needless to say, we need to warn Maybe. I'm not all right leaving anybody like that without having some kind of heads up that there might be somebody on their tail. And, I'm getting the feeling that most of these children of Adam that aren't Maggie are kind of fucked up, and I kind of want to hit them with my...
Whoa, Spore!
I'm sorry.
Language. Look at that. That was impressive. Okay. Yeah.
I mean... This is all y'all's fault. I actually used to watch really well.
What? Listen, I have a sensory program. I'm not allowed to cuss. Points over at Rob. I'm pretty sure I've never heard him cuss. Points over at Maggie. Holier than thou. Would never say a cuss word.
That is... I didn't say that I heard it from y'all. I said that y'all have brought me to this.
Oh, okay, fair point. Yeah, I can understand that, actually. Yeah,
that's more what I was...
Well, I apologize.
Nah. I'm just worried about... We need to go... And Sport's just gonna start walking.
Stud puts his shoulder, or a hand on his shoulder. Run to her. Go.
We'll slowly,
I-
we'll walk that way and like look back and be like,
It's romantic. You have an opportunity.
how old
Just-
is maybe?
She's younger, in her early
Hairless,
20s.
glowing.
No. Maybe was kidnapped by the children of Adam.
Okay.
She's not necessarily a child of Adam. She was forced into it.
So she's not full Gollum yet. She's
No.
just like, okay.
No, she's got a healthy glow about her, but nothing extreme.
Okay.
She hasn't gone nuclear.
Yeah. Yeah, so Sport will kind of jog back in that direction to like give her a heads up.
Okay. She's actually out at one of the stalls, and you would see her. She looks like she's helping with cleaning up one of the stalls and stuff after all that.
And Sport's just gonna write this down about this girl, and like because this is a lot and doesn't want anybody to see it, so writes it all out about this girl and how we're looking for her, totally looking for baby, knows she's here, like just keep a heads up, keep an eye out. If we see her, we're gonna take care of her for you, but if you see her, you might like let people know that are helping look out for you that this was gotta go. And then Sport adds at the end, and if I have to do it myself, I will. And then just like turns and like looks away.
Okay. Yeah, she'll take it. Do you wait for her to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna kind of like look around.
And the awkward like twitching, like
She opens it and she starts like looking at it and she's reading it and she's like, and then she'll give you a hug. She's just gonna like reach out and just like hug you.
Sport will stand there awkwardly for a second and then like kind of just like smile and like hug back.
And she'll so just it's a brief little interaction, but she'll tell you thank you and write down quickly, if you see my father, please just tell him I'm okay, that I'm safe, and that I hope to see him soon. And thank you again so much for doing this. It's the most kindness that anyone's shown me since them letting me stay here. So I appreciate that.
Just writes back real fast, like not making eye contact at this point, says you deserve it, and then is like walking away, like doing the whole blushing thing, waving, like walking. Makes their way back to everybody. All right, that's done.
All right, that's done.
Now that's handled, we are now on Code Red, aka on site. If we see Lorraine, it is on site. You understand?
Who's Lorraine?
Oh, not Lorraine. What was her name?
Jane.
I forgot. What was that name?
Jane.
Janie. Sorry. Lorraine. Yes. Other person who was on site a long time ago. Don't ask me what happened to her.
Linda, you hadn't seen her, right? Like she hadn't popped up. Or...
No, she was here earlier. She was helping get everything settled up and ready, and I thought she was ready to head out with us. But then all of a sudden, I guess a little while before you all showed up to head out, she just kind of left, and I've been asking around for her, but nobody's been able to, I guess, find her, see where she went. Not sure what happened.
There are those children who go down a path and become lost. They may make certain choices that unfortunately lead them to become further lost. It might be up to us to correct their path, even if it's in a way that they don't like. That's all I have to say about that.
She means if we have to, we'll punch her for bailing on you.
Oh, well,
That's just disrespectful, really.
that's probably unnecessary and very interesting coming from a fellow follower of.
Baby, I hate to break it to you, but she probably stole something, so that kind of disrespect just cannot go on.
Oh my goodness. Well, she never stole anything from us, did she now, girls? And she turns and she like looks at Regina and Kate and Charlotte, and they all like. No?
Do recall that the need for the laying on of hands should someone require immediate retraining for their for what they've done is absolutely necessary and permitted within with the children of Adam. So, in essence, we are doing the right thing by, of course, laying on of hands. If there is any question about that.
Well, I mean, I trust your judgment, I suppose. I mean, it is strange that she didn't show up, and that's out of the ordinary. And it's not like that she got herself arrested here, because they ain't got no kind of security. Well,
Let's just say the chances are high of her burning in the fire of Adam's brilliance.
I think she'd like that.
I'm sure.
I'm just saying, people that act that way, I'm usually skeptical of, honestly. I've noticed myself becoming quite skeptic in general.
Well, I remember being skeptical about it yesterday, but whatever.
Anyways, let's get going, and I guess if we see her...
So you all, so as you're leaving, so it's just you and the caravan, and you know that nobody really comes or goes from this place, from Beatsville, especially since the nuclear winter is upon us, and they had told you that their supplier, Dead Drop Dave, doesn't even go out anymore because it's gotten so bad, and he's just a one-man team. But what he normally would do is he would make dead drops, and that's how he got supplies to Beatsville. So he doesn't even go out anymore. So the ground is covered in snow and ice, and it's very cold. The ground is very frozen as you leave, and it's you're leaving pretty early in the day, and as you're leaving out, you notice that there's not really any other foot tracks or anything like that, other than one set, and then y'all's as you're leaving.
So there is another set of tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Do they appear to be humanoid, bovine?
Yes, they do. They look humanoid, and they look pretty fresh.
Okay. I would also like to say, would it have been possible, because I think, let me double check. I believe in my gear I have a jacket, but I want to make sure.
Okay.
If I don't have a jacket, can I say that I bought a jacket? Because I feel like that's something Sport would have done.
Sure, and also I believe Stud has a nice.
Yeah, I have an extra. It's really just for aesthetics, though. So.
Well, you would have seen Sport shopping for a jacket at some point. If you intervene, that's fine. If you don't, Sport bought a jacket.
Yeah, you went to the fabric weave shop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And better yet, if they could have made it look like an old, like, Varsity Letterman, even better.
Absolutely. Yes, Gail could have taken care of that for you.
Perfect. Yeah. Mostly it's the leather arms. They're nice for the winter. Anyways,
it's piecemeal, It's pieced together, like different like patterns. It's not one cohesive color, but I mean, it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If anybody else does not notice these tracks, I think Sport will definitely point it out to Rob, because I feel like Sport and Rob are probably playing Scouty, Guardy, shoot stuff face.
That is definitely on brand, as Rob's not exactly going to brandish any sort of weapon, but he's on. Yeah, we're ready to strike at a moment's notice.
All right. Do you want to do anything about the tracks, or do you just want to start heading towards Mirage?
Are these tracks in line with ours? Where are
If you go for a time, if you look for them for a time, it does appear that they are going in the same general direction that you are. But you would see after a while, and you don't see anybody out in the distance. There are rolling hills and bits of junkyard and stuff like that, and debris everywhere, and some downed buildings and vehicles. But it looks like it's going in the same direction you are. And then after a time, it does appear that they are breaking off.
Should we try to follow these tracks, or do we just accept that? What do y'all think?
He's got a whole head start. Odds of us catching up are pretty slim.
I mean, and I get that.
I'd rather not walk into a trap too much. But then again,
are y'all discussing this in front of Linda and everybody? Regina?
This would be more of like like low, like, hey, I mean, I know we've seen them.
Okay.
We might want to discuss also to your constitution what you are willing to witness if we have to handle things. I mean, handle them.
Who's got mine?
Yes.
I think it just depends on the day, honestly.
That does bring up a very good point. We do lack the knowledge of where these tracks lead, and forego any advantage of surprise. In fact, it is a disadvantage since we are going into unknown territory. There is also the fear of abandoning who we are with right now. I do believe it best to stay with our intended crew and maintain our course.
All right. If you
what I mentioned, and then Maggie just heads back in the direction of Linda and the others after saying that. And probably the group probably noticed that lately she's been very, like, her tone, her disposition has been there's been a switch. Her demeanor, she's not the same Maggie as from before.
I'm a little worried that Maggie's world is kind of getting teeter-tottered with all this Children of Adam stuff.
Teeter-tottered, whatsoever do you mean? Can you explain?
Well, clearly, I mean, Maggie's been through something, and it helped her, and I kind of feel like this ordeal, what we talked about, was maybe kind of upset some of that. I don't know if you saw that exchange of the bits that Maggie had written and how much it terrified maybe, and then to find out some of the stuff you've been basing your life on was maybe not what you thought it was.
It would make sense. It does also make sense that when one learns something, there is room for lack of a better term, evolution. You are not wrong in... I have noticed that Maggie does seem different. Perhaps once we are done traveling, once we arrive at our destination, we may, I guess, the word check in with Maggie. That may be the optimal goal.
Yeah, I think so. I just,
Are you worried that Maggie may do something a bit more rash, or?
No, I'm more worried that Maggie's upset. Honestly, I mean, Maggie's pulled a gun out on people in public, and that really kind of only a little alarmed me. So that wouldn't totally be out of character. It's more of I don't like the idea that she's feeling lost or upset. I wouldn't want that for any of y'all. Though I mean, sometimes that's a conversation for later. As like Sport will kind of like curiously look at Rob for a second and then be like, later. But really, I just want to make sure Maggie's all right, because she's not usually that distant.
No, that is quite understood. Once we arrive at our destination, we will take a moment to check in. But for now, I believe we should. I believe the phrase is table the conversation, or at least until later.
All right. Trudges back over.
Stud mutters to Rob, what we need is a miracle. A reestablishment of faith.
A reestablishment of faith? How does one, how would we go about this?
Well, apparently, this is going off of some really old stuff, but a bunch of people wandered in the desert for like generations before anything actually happened, so I don't know, I think you kind of just have to hope something good happens.
Yes, hoping something good happens. It is, I guess that is the definition of a miracle. I mean, it could be as simple as, kittens being lost and not having found their mother, so being taken in by a kind soul. These are the miracles that, we should definitely hope.
You will hear Sport like stop and call back over at Stud. Hey, dude, just so you know, we need to oil you up again. You're making some weird squeaky noises.
Oh, no, that was from the bed. You won't understand. Let's go.
It was.
Do I want? I don't want to know. Okay. And Sport will just kind of like blush and just continue to walk forward, looking up and not making eye contact with anybody anymore for a minute.
Yes.
Especially not Linda, whom I'm assuming is like looking listfully into the distance, like, just, yeah. Sport's just.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so you're leaving the tracks behind. Not
We waddle on.
Waddle on. All right. So you're crunching through the snow, through the streets, heading towards where Linda knows the location of Mirage to be. You, when you camp for the evening that night, Linda and the girls they seem to be talking amongst one another about Janie and how none of them saw this coming, except of course, who was it? Was it Regina? No, Kate. Kate was the one that got in it with her. Kate and Janie did not see eye to eye, and so Kate just seems like, yeah, she saw this coming. She knew there was something off with her. So, but you can hear all this playing out as they're having this little conversation, but the other ones seem kind of distraught and like a little hurt by this, that she just left out of nowhere. Is there anything that y'all would want to do at camp for the evening? Or talk about?
Specifically, as Sport is reading, and it keeps like the whole conversation about like, are these my memories or are these ones that were programmed into me? Sport will like look at this book and then like look over at Rob and then look down back at the book. And then I rolled really poorly, like just for a general intelligence, so it doesn't matter. Like Sport thinks they start to get an idea and they're like, nah. That's it. Waiting for Rob to signal for this check-in, basically. We're just sitting there like...
Oh, I see. At any point, do my eyes lock with Sports in these checks? And then, next thing we know, Rob looks at Sport, and then does like the... as if he's motioning over to Maggie, like... and then Rob realizes he doesn't know what he's doing, so he goes over to Sport. So I'm not sure if perhaps while we are stopped here for the evening, perhaps it might be wise to.
Yeah. Do you know how to start these check-in things, or is this an idea?
This is just I don't. I've never really done a check-in per se with anyone. Should we also get Stud over here?
We
to-
should
to-
we should definitely get stuff. And I mean, we kind of used to do them with the team, so maybe I can kind of remember that, and we can go off of that.
That would be most helpful. You have experience with the team, and well, we are a team, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Hey, Stud, before you get busy,
I'm practicing my T-posing. What is this?
we would like to do a group check-in
Oh,
with, because
well,
stuff.
well, how do we want to handle this? Like, child just got grounded, so you had to send mom up to go check up on them?
I was thinking more like, hey, hope you're doing all right. You've been quiet and scary, and you're not usually that scary. And I miss you being happy. I know this sucks.
Oh, so like an intervention.
Is that what I was just thinking? Like, hope you're, more.
Oh, we would need a room with only like one exit, and if we were really going to do that. But I don't think she's like.
I'm not trying to trap her.
Jet.
I just wanted no.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? And then Sport's just gonna like jump up real quick and then like clap their hands together. All right, guys, let's huddle up.
Whoa, what the? Whoa,
It's just like.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This is.
What? Are we playing a game or something?
No,
Oh,
I
shoot.
meant
Oh.
like us real quick. I figured y'all are gonna huddle later, so.
Not y'all, and y'all stay right there. This
I
is.
played some mean basketball back in the day. I know I don't look it, but I was pretty sporty back in my day.
You played basketball back in your day.
I sure did.
What position did you play?
Oh,
I played them all. I played them all, I was an all-star. As they say, I was a triple threat, but five threat, because I could play all of the positions.
That would be a quintuple threat. Is that correct?
Is that a word?
Quintuple being the word for five, as opposed to triple, which only means three.
Oh, yes, then that one. That would be the one. I could also coach, though, so I guess you could say it was a six. That word. A six threat.
That being said, if we may have a moment with our compatriots, we will return to you shortly. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
it is.
Okay, but if you want to play some sports ball, I'll maybe not
I
this.
may have to take you up on that one because it's been a minute.
Well, all right then.
Sport, don't dunk on Linda, please.
I'll break her whole body.
All 6'7", super athletically built Sport playing basketball with a ghoul. What could go wrong?
He said he goes hard in the paint, leave you stinking. What the f you thinking?
Hey. All right. So, I'm not good at this. I was gonna try to treat this like sports stuff. Hey Maggie, I'm worried about you.
Hi, Maggie.
Hello. I don't. Quite frankly, I don't understand why you would be worried.
Mostly
I'm
because
not ill or anything.
No, I just know that conversation yesterday was kind of harsh, and I saw how much it kind of affected you, and I mean
Well,
that sucks.
It was a lot of things to have to ponder and think about. It also too put things in perspective and brought to memory certain things that I wish it hadn't. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah, every now and again stuff will kind of flash back, so I get it.
And
I just,
mainly because of the fact that considering what we could be walking into because of the decision we made as a group, there might have to be some hard decisions. Some that, as I said before, might affect your constitution.
Well,
Things that have to be done that aren't so pleasant and sweet as pie.
I think if it's necessary, then I'd hate to see a bunch of innocent people get hurt more than the other stuff. If that makes sense.
That's exactly why I'm thinking that certain actions I might have to go through with. I was hoping to leave certain things in the past, but apparently some things just follow you.
Well, I do think it is important to consider the fact that not all of this has to be our responsibility. We don't have. Sorry, we don't have to carry the burden of everyone's woes. We can help those we can, and sometimes, you know, if we have to walk away, we walk away. No reason to break character. Sorry.
Well, if it is something that, as we had discussed, Your Holiness, that might be a specific task for me and myself alone, in order to, how do you say, protect the well-being and the future of those children who have now gone astray and are lost, and bringing them back to Adam, keeping them away from those who are corrupt and who are not following his true will, so to speak. And sometimes you might have to apply a forceful hand, but they'll see there's a reason for it in the end. It's for their well-being. It's for their own good. And she smiles, but there's nothing behind the eyes. It's very unsettling.
Stud's head rotate, like you can hear the gears turn very slowly over at Sport. Should I say the thing? Should I just go ahead and tell her? But nope.
I think that would make it worse. Maggie, you know, man, we don't have to do this if this is gonna drag you down something you don't really want to.
No, everything is for a reason. It is fate that brought us together. Our destinies have brought us to this point in time. I truly believe that, and that's something that I thought we all believed.
I definitely agree, but I'm also not willing to. I'm not willing to sacrifice any of y'all's well-being to go do some of this stuff either. If y'all don't want to, that is. You know what I mean? If y'all are all gung-ho and are wanting to do it, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
It's not our well-being that anyone would be concerned over. It is those who are heretics, blasphemers, those who have been lost and refused.
So let me
get
this. Just to be real clear on it,
of course.
You want to. I'm just gonna say you want to kill the bad children of Adam. Is that what I'm not good at the subtle thing so much, so I figured I'd just ask. Because I mean, if you are, I'm not saying I am unless you are. in which case I am. But if you're not, that's fine too. I don't really need to do that. But
Well,
is
if
that
you're using base terms, but I prefer to call it a cleansing.
that's a scary word.
It
I
shouldn't
mean-
be. It's something that they should be grateful for.
All right. So we were wanting to eliminate the children of Adam that are.
They're not, in fact, his children if they are doing and behaving as what has been communicated to us.
Perhaps
Alright.
perhaps there is a chance for redemption, wherein perhaps the answer may not entirely be a cleansing, perhaps, but more of a reorienting. If hear me out,
Yeah.
Maggie. If indeed one did the quote unquote cleansing, there would be no chance for them to be brought back to the quote unquote correct path.
Yeah. What if we give them a chance of you present them the correct way? Then, if they do stupid, then you can, you know.
And this does give the chance to, of course, bring more to the correct path of the children of Adam as it would be, and you would be doing Adam a huge service by serving as his quote unquote his prophet, his perhaps a messiah of sorts. The cleansing may not be fully necessary. It's usually a last resort.
Well, I'm quite frankly, I'm very.
This expression, let me be very clear, this expression is not on Sport's face. This is all on Taryn's face. Sport is sitting there smiling. Okay? I just need to clarify that.
Stud has no face, but these are all the faces he's making.
I believe that you are forgetting what I have said countless times as far as giving people an opportunity to change and to correct their wrongdoings. But as we saw, maybe I should have used a more forceful hand with Miss Shushan Parker and her lack. So that is what I'm saying, and you just said it just now, Sport, that if things go astray, then you would let me handle things, and that means a proper cleansing.
Well,
Maggie, can I just be honest with you right now?
Of course, please.
That is batshit crazy, except there's a beep.
It's just a beep.
that beat.
Are you low
That
on
is
oil
that beep
again?
crazy.
Not oil. What was
Okay,
Did y'all check engine light come on again?
no.
No. Wait, what do you mean again? Anyways, is that why you were out of lubricant this morning? Mother.
I lubricant, I'll tell you that. Anyway,
I think I heard that in the ad once. I forgot what the product was.
Oh my god.
Maybe that was
Mag.
for some shoe shine or something.
Okay.
Maggie.
I think. Okay, get it out, stud.
Like I said, being honest, it's intense, okay?
Well, of course, these things are going to be intense. They're going to be uncomfortable. But once this time has passed, there will be happy days once again. There will be peace in the wasteland, this here wasteland, even though there's still so much change that has to happen before there's truly peace.
Well, you said something that was interesting. That you said that you would have to go back in a form of who you were before. It sounds like there's a lot of cleansing in here that needs to be done before we can do cleansing out here.
That's exactly why it's necessary.
Some-
Things that have been held in for too long that need to be released.
No. It doesn't release. You do internal fixing. I can't just explode every time something in here goes wrong, I have to look to sport. I have to look to bike people. Hey, and he's gonna imitate. Sport, there's something hurting in my chassis. Would you please take a look at it?
And Sport will pull out like the tool and will just start like unscrewing. Like, are you serious? I thought we checked you out this
Oh, no.
and it started to like.
It's just an example, It's
My bad.
and so as you can see, Sport cares because Sport is a friend. And Maggie, we're your friends too. And although you don't have gears and whistles and doodads inside of you still need a mechanic to help you. You ain't gotta fix it yourself. Someone's gotta hold the damn flashlight.
And that's why you're here. You were placed with me. You are the holiest of them all, after all. And of course, I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm confused, but one of the main things is, there's a difference in I guess, how do you say, in sermons and some of the words that are spoken by certain children, but division is a big part of. You don't keep it in. You're meant to, explode into millions of particles, and all of our particles are together as one. And there's a reverse that happens. We know this unless you believe in the other belief as well, which is why I'm trying to figure out which is in fact the truth, which is in fact the true way of Adam.
I would say let's take it a step at a time. Let's gauge this. Let's not jump into anything. Because if we do get killed ourselves, we can't help anybody anymore. And,
you can't divide by zero.
So we'll be smart about it. And there you go. Right? Yeah. All right. Good talk.
And if you need to talk to any of us, please do so. Don't keep it in here. Don't do that. And he waves a little robot finger at Maggie. Don't do that. It's not good. Just open up. We're here for you.
Well, let's just say that in me keeping certain things to myself, it is to avoid any trouble for your safety. And I'll leave it at that. It's good intentions, I promise. I know you're concerned, and it means the world to me that you all are worried, but I promise there's nothing to be worried about. Everything is meant for the good of our group and for others. Just know that.
Good talk. Good talk. I'm gonna go fidget and read my book.
I'm gonna go back to T-posing. Right over here.
I am quite curious. If we are going to a Mirage, how do we find a Mirage? Is a Mirage something that is not actually there? But then if it is there, why would you call it a Mirage?
I honestly have no idea.
As you're dispersing and coming back to where the other group is and talking about this, you do overhear Linda telling Charlotte, "No, I don't think she would tell anybody where the location of Beatsville is, do you? I mean, surely she was done working, and you don't think she would go tell anybody? No, she probably wouldn't tell anybody." And Katie interjects, and she's like, I wouldn't put it past her. I mean, she is one of those crazy people. So, oh well, if she goes and tells anybody where it's at, it's on me. So,
oh shit.
But you overhear this conversation as you're finishing up your nice powwow, and so yeah.
Sport turns to Stud.
I can feel your eyes on me.
I don't know when this became our dynamic, but shit.
Yeah. You know, it was real nice. What we had in Diamond City was really nice, actually.
Yeah. Oh man, we had. Yeah.
Remember all those houses y'all fixed up?
Yeah, that was fun. And
All for nothing. What a damn shame that was.
was it for nothing? Because I mean, they were writing a story about us. And stuff. I wonder how that's. We should probably go check on that story.
It was definitely for something then. But now, no. Talks of the glowing sea,
I don't really want to go.
creatures from the abyss, and
Yeah, but what if? I mean, I like melt and stuff, and you know, I don't have the stuff like Maggie does, right? And I'd Rob too. You'd be fine, but you know what I mean. And we got to check on that story at some point, anyways, right? The story.
I mean, yes, I suppose the next step for you, if you were so afraid of the radiation, to find radiation suit, or perhaps like what are those big tin suits of armor that I see all those meat bags running
Oh,
around?
power armor. I would like to get my hands on one of those and make it just sparkle and shine.
Linda, what would you do in power armor? What do you do?
Oh, well, I don't think I could fit in it. It wouldn't adhere properly to me, I don't think. I might need a little bit of padding, but no, I would like to just sparkle it up and make it all nice and shiny. And, ooh, could you imagine a stage full of performers in some of those metal suits? Oh, or you could do a rendition, just one of them, and get it all nice and polished and shiny. And, oh, no, actually, you don't even need one of them suits. You could play the Tin Man. Oh, we should put together a little play, just all of us. You remember the old story of the Wizard of Oz? Oh, that was one of my favorites.
Yes, well, you see, I'm sure you remember the Robo-Face controversy about the Tin Men. We don't like that role very much. It's very insulting. It's very insulting.
Oh.
No robot
You
wants
do
a
have
heart.
a heart. Well, you've got a heart, even if nobody wants to, admit it. The fleshies, you've got a heart, real heart, not just a clock.
That's not what I heard. I didn't hear heart.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Linda, you should know, Janie, yeah, she was a mole.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, she was a mole. We went in there. She was looking for someone called maybe Muse, I'm sure. And she's from the town, and she was doing some stuff for some rather sketchy folk, and she escaped.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, because we didn't want to scare you.
When did you find all this out? That she's been traveling with me this whole time.
Well, we found out yesterday, honestly.
Oh.
Yes. We're just figuring out how to tell you. But might as well tell you right now. Yeah, she ran off to go tell those people, I'm sure.
Tell them what?
Well, exactly where to find Miss Baby Muse.
We left that poor defenseless town with that poor defenseless woman back there?
Yes, that would seem to be the case, but we did tell maybe Muse to get the hell out of Dodge, I think.
I told her to let those, because I know she's got people looking out for her. Told her to let them know, and because I didn't want it to look real conspicuous either. Now, if there were eyes on her and all of a sudden she's in a panic getting out of there,
oh,
or she comes off running with us, that's going to catch attention, right? So I told her about the thing and about the person, and that she should. Do we need to go back? Is this a problem?
Well, once again, she's definitely already made it, and to turn around, that would be a waste of valuable time. However, proceeding forward, we should probably look for as many allies as we can get.
Okay. Needless to say, she was forewarned.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Sorry,
she.
Linda.
Oh, well, if we're going to be working together and if y'all travel with me, I know I'm hiring y'all to, come along, but if stuff like this comes up, you think you can trust me with it, even if it's
Well,
one of my own people. Like, I feel like we've got to know each other, some of us more than others,
Yeah.
quite well enough to be honest with each other, especially about things like this.
Oh, it was nothing about trust, but everything about danger and the implications therefore after.
Well, my reputation is also my reputation, and trying to build up a good name for myself with this caravan is also on the line. So I just hope they're all right and they don't. Well, I mean, I don't know how far away she could have gotten and told who what. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go back and do our business with Mirage and head on back. I've gotta.
We can do that. I mean, if we see her, I'll be very honest with you. I think we're gonna get rid of that loose end.
Yeah, it's done.
Katie's like, I'll help. I've been wanting to sock her in the face for a while now.
Well, that seems ill-motivated, but okay. We'll do it.
It's a laying on of hands. That's well within the boundaries, correct?
See, my man Rob knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's been a long time coming. She deserves it. Laying on of hands. Oh, I like this term. It's a good term.
All right.
Well, I suppose we need to get some rest. Ain't no use worrying about it right now. Ain't nothing we can do about it here out in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
Now, say, what do y'all, have y'all ever been to Mirage? What y'all planning on doing?
No, never.
Nope.
I'm still quite wondering how one finds a mirage. That seems quite counterintuitive.
Oh, well, I think it got its name because it's moving. It's a whole casino type settlement, and it moves along with, it's got a herd of Brahmin. I don't know how they're keeping that going. Those Brahmins surely are going to freeze to death. Unless they got people out there attending to them. But yeah, a whole herd of Brahmin pulling this casino, and I think that's how it got its name. Because it looks like a mirage.
Yeah, that also reminds me. Isn't Mirage kind of like a lion's den, so to speak? Isn't that where they recruited Miss Maybe?
Yeah, they did say so. She had mentioned that her dad might be there, and if we saw her dad, to let him know she's safe or something. But I feel like that's kind of a lie now, right?
Well, I think it would be important to say she's alive.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Since
what it
the
was.
last time we saw her.
That's what it is. She wanted me to tell him that she's alive.
Safe is definitely in question now. Not a single soul in that town owns a gun or a weapon of any sort. Man, we really probably could have gotten away with a lot down there. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you, Miss Linda. You've been to Mirage lots of times?
No, not a lot of times. I've been there a few times. Not often, but I know the route that they take. That they usually go back and forth. So,
Are there certain groups, perhaps, that frequent the Mirage?
Well, the people there, I think I heard they came from a vault somewhere, and the whole place is done up in vault decorations and pre-war stuff. It reminds me, good memories and stuff. There's lots of gambling, but yeah, it's.
Any type of raider groups or?
No, they usually try. It's a big enough group. They've got a lot of security, being a casino and whatnot, so they don't usually let raider types in there.
A casino?
They've got all kinds of gambling. Got slot machines, blackjack.
I was almost a slot machine myself after a while. We had a tour out in Vegas one time. The algorithm doth like me, let me tell you.
Well, you know, there's a middleman like you that he puts on a really good show. He plays all kinds of like one man band. Plays the music for the entertainment that they have. This lovely musician, I can't remember her name, but yeah, he's very entertaining. I think you would get on just fine with him.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, you know what? Things were kind of looking down, a little gloom. But guys, I got a pretty good feeling about this place.
I hope so.
I trust your judgment.
This will be quite the experience.
Man, I'm just real concerned now that we might have left a mess behind, and I've kind of got a bad feeling.
Well, we already discussed how we would handle things. I think that you're a little wound up too tight, sport.
We kind of have a checklist of garbage we got to pile through once we finish up with Mirage. But we got
Maybe
the Raiders. Oh.
Linda, do you have some type of calming something, tea or something for our dear sport who seems to be struggling with a lot of recent events?
Oh, I've got some devil's lettuce if you'd like some of that.
Holy moly, what have you been hiding?
Well, I didn't think that you could partake.
What is that?
I can't, but
Oh, well, it relaxes your nerves real nice. You just have to inhale it a little bit, and it'll.
Yeah,
Put you
Coach
right
always
to sleep.
said, it's not drugs, is it? Because Coach always said
No,
that's
no,
It's
this
natural.
is. It's natural. Yeah, exactly.
Maggie,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Anything that comes from the earth, it's good. It's fine.
Oh, all right, okay.
Unless you're eating some of them rad stuff. This stuff is pre-war that I got too, so ain't got no radiation and none of this
What
chemical.
the
and
hell?
See, if
it's
it
a
had the
little.
radiation, I think I would want to partake.
Well, maybe we can do that at bedtime. I don't want to be too calm if I need to be like.
I used to know
Alert.
a guy. I knew where his stash was, and I have the location of it, and so.
Stud is just blown away right now. He's just back to back. Maggie, Linda, Maggie, Linda.
It's one of those things, Stud, that I mentioned that may have been in the past, but you said that one should not hold things, and have to face your past and different things that occurred back then. And I'm not ashamed of that particular part of things. So let's just call it progress.
Maggie,
It's progress.
I would very much like to hear some of this someday when you're comfortable and willing to do so. Because
Yeah,
this
certain
sounds...
things. This is a safe thing to mention. We don't, I'm sure Miss Linda has certain things in her lifetime that she might not be proud of, and it's better left just where it's at.
All right.
Other things like this, I mean, that's again, it's natural. It's not something to be worried
No,
about.
I shouldn't be afraid of it, basically,
No,
right? Like,
no.
I'll be all right. Okay,
No.
that's really all I had.
So the shelter that you are in is basically like the garage of a home that has kind of collapsed in on itself. So there's some really old plaid brown and like really old couches that are in this garage, and they've got holes in them and stuff, and little wooden card table that's in front of them. There's a little old deep freezer off to the side that everything in it's been rotten and are taken away. And the Brahmin are crowded in here with y'all and everything. And Linda goes over to her cart and she pulls out this huge, not huge bag, but like bowling ball size bag that was just kind of like tucked deep into the caravan there, into the cart. And she pulls it out and she walks over to your little wagon fire that y'all have going, and it's heating up this room, this garage, quite nicely. And she just throws the whole thing on the fire. this should we've had a tough day. This should get everybody nice and relaxed, and yeah, it'll be a little bit smelly, but it's fine. It'll be the smell will pass. But everybody's gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. We don't need to be worrying about the past is in the past. Can't do anything about it now out here in the middle of the frozen waste. So we're just gonna have a good night. Everybody's gonna get some good sleep. And it's just like smoking, like this huge bowling ball size bag of stuff.
You lunatics are hotboxing like a monkey. What the heck? That's just like...
Sport's just sitting there too, and I think like over time Sport will go from like just kind of like looking around to suddenly sitting there with like the fidget toy, just like zoning.
It's important not to focus on your heartbeat during these times.
Yeah, and Sport's just focused.
Oh my god.
The Brahmin are kind of like, as the room begins to fill with like smoke. The room begins to fill with smoke, and it's like just plume of white smoke, and it's just kind of like filling and pouring out of the cracks in the windows and the garage door that's like got some dents and holes in it and stuff. And then even the Brahmin are like just kind of like and like leaning over on the wall and stuff, and kind of like shuffling around and bumping into each other. And
eventually, you guys will just hear, and like a crinkling of a bag is Sport is just now sitting there with potato crisps. And like slowly hands one to one of the Brahmin.
The Brahmin comes over, the tongue, and comes out and just like takes it.
Rob, have you ever gone to a casino before?
Oh my God.
I don't believe I ever have. This
You haven't partaken in different games? I feel like you might be good with numbers and things. I'm surprised. Really?
No, I've never been to a casino. Not that I can recall anyway. You mentioned there are games there. Is that correct?
Yes. You know who probably knows all about the games? His Holiness. Your Holiness!
Oh, who? I could repair pants. I got a sewing kit. Somebody's got some holes in their britches.
Stud, can you tell us about Tales? I feel like I had it somewhere in this here book, but I lost my eyesight right now is a little interesting. Can you tell me about a time where you were doing legendary things at the casino?
First things first, everyone should know this. Which instead is just watching. Everyone, how affected is Rob?
Yeah, I'm dying to know. If Rob is like...
I'm going to private message you a question. I think you know what question it would be.
I think based on what I've read, because like I think like
because they can't take Jet. I know that much.
I was about to say Jet and everything else still affects them.
Good to know.
So I would say
chems affect you, but you do not get the benefit of food and beverage, I believe. Like any yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
it does take a lot more. I think as a synth, it does take more for anything to affect you. But I mean, this room, she bowling ball size in the
hot box.
How much time has passed?
It's at least been like, I mean, it could be like 30 minutes, 20 minutes or so.
Enough for the munchies to hit.
And the Brahmin to be like a mess.
Maggie does seem like previous Maggie, just not really making much sense.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
I'm not sure what is happening with my constitution right now.
Sport will like slowly like hand over one of the potato crisps.
Someone get him a blanket.
No, Rob, try this. It makes a good crunch.
Good crunch.
Crunch. Crunch.
Everything is happening in slow motion with Rob. Crunch. Crunch. as Rob just slowly chews the potato crisp to hear the crunch.
Wait, do you say crunch?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Or is it?
Yes. This is all happening.
Rob, you are one of a kind, my man. Just fantastic. I'm so happy that we found each other in
Oh,
here's
yes.
Wasteland.
Wow. It is very nice to be around, quote unquote, family.
Sport now has the squirrel on a stick. We're just popping up with food.
Oh, did you catch
Maggie
that?
took out corn
Corn.
and is roasting the corn in the fire.
Oh, look. It's popping everywhere. One of the Brahmin tries to like fight its way over to lick some off the floor. It's just like, oh, I hadn't seen any of that in a long time. I had forgotten all about the popping corn. That's good stuff.
Never forget, if you get your hand on any type of good fat and you pour it on top, and then if you got the right seasoning, it is amazing. It's life changing, quite frankly.
Rob's gonna go over to the popcorn and grab some popcorn. Crunch! Crunch!
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
that's a different crunch than the potato crisp. What else crunches in here? As Rob goes now to look for things that might be munchable
Oh
on.
shit.
Oh no.
I'm gonna trip sit. Stead is just gonna linger over Rob. That's aluminum. Smack. Put that down.
But I wanted to see if it would crunch.
The only thing that would crunch is your teeth. Next.
Oh, okay.
And like while he's trip sitting, he'll just explain. Yeah, and there I was, negative $2,000, and then I held them, and I held them, and I keep holding them, and I keep holding them, and then boom, 10,000 down the drain. It was amazing.
Are you talking about a gambling town?
Yeah, it does. I've been talking about it. I've been
Oh.
talking about it since Maggie asked.
Oh.
Guys, 5 minutes has passed. What's wrong with you?
Do you think Piper's ever gambled?
Oh, who's Pop? Oh, is that the news lady from down the city?
Yeah, she's a real good writer.
The only thing she gambles is her life.
Yeah. She's so brave.
Mm.
His sport just kind of like steers off a little bit.
Yeah, brave.
Yeah, journalism. It's a sport in and of itself.
You know, it really is.
Mm.
I never thought about it that way. I guess that makes sense.
Stead is gonna go back to the fire. He's gonna open up his chassis. He's just gonna grab the bag and just like, okay, I think we've had enough.
Oh
Just stash it. I think everyone's decent. Let's just mellow out for the night.
I don't really want to get more mellow than this, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack open this garage a little bit too.
no. Yeah, I think the Brahmin, I don't know. I want them to throw up.
Oh, wait, I just realized, Sport. You're talking about Piper. You know what they say. If you got a good story on your hands, you know it's a good story? When they want to remove your head, when they want to kill you, that's when you know it's a good story.
That's terrifying. At this point,
It's an old saying. Very, very, very old. Mm-hmm.
That being said, like as you say that, Sport is now leaning up against one of the Brahmin who's like half sitting and like totally has his arm around the Brahmin and is just like leaning on the Brahmin.
One of the heads is like trying to like sniff around to see if you have any more potato crisps. It's like,
Holds up a potato crisp.
Maggie's eating popcorn.
I'm naming this Brahmin potato and crisp. By the way, this one's potato and this one's crisp.
If it's a mirage, how did we find it? It's a mirage.
I don't think it's a real mirage.
But it's a mirage.
I think that's a figure of speech. Which
yeah.
Piper would write really good.
Uh-huh.
Don't want her dead though.
No, that would make me pretty sad.
Crunch. Crunch.
You know, you don't gotta say the word when you're. It's just it's the noise it makes in your ear holes.
Ah,
It makes that sound.
duly noted.
Were you dropped on your head as an infant, Rob?
We think so.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mess
I've
with
been
you.
saying that for a minute in my head. You said it out loud though, so.
I mean, no offense. You dance beautifully, but some of the things, Rob, I've seen you, heard you say, you're an interesting fella.
As Rob pulls up a piece of aluminum.
No, don't do that.
Rob, what was your mama like? What did she used to tell you when you were a young lad?
I don't recall my mother telling me anything as a young lad.
Huh.
Do you remember being a kid?
That's a good question.
No,
I think everybody remembers unless, Sport, I apologize. I think.
I remember bits and pieces.
You do? All right. I wasn't sure if it was one of
I
those
think-
types of oaths.
We didn't have mirrors, so I don't really... I know I got tall really fast. Did you do that, Rob?
I don't recall being a child. I just have been my travels here, and what was I like as a child? And now Rob has just gone into a blank stare.
Oh, shit. Alright, existential shit. Existential. It needs to stop for just a moment. Nobody think about death or the process of dying or the fact that their heart beats and they just keep going and goes. Nobody think about the fact that, eventually, no matter what we do, it's all going to be forgotten about, okay? No one think about any of those things. Oblivion is inevitable. Rob, you're going to be okay.
What?
Okay.
Really? I never thought about any of that before.
I don't want to be forgotten.
Well, now I'm sad.
Mm.
No. How about I reenact Shakespeare? Everyone loves Othello.
Yes. Oh, yes. Can I have some of that popcorn?
Here you go, Miss Linda.
Thank you. And so as Stud entertains everyone for the evening, everyone kind of settles down and begins to just feel a little bit better, and the dread goes away, the worries go away, and you all just get a very restful, good, much-needed rest. And the garage does stink in the morning a little bit. You're not sure if it's the Brahmin or the smoke or if it's just, you're in a dingy old...
Radioactive farts.
Yep, that too. After all the popcorn and whatnot.
I have a nose.
Is
Oh
there-
yeah, Linda.
It's fine. I know. Is there anything that y'all would want to do in the morning before heading out?
I think Sport would just be kind of like, all right. Let's pretend most of those conversations last night didn't happen, right? Because I don't care about writers, you know? So let's hit the road, really.
Well, you don't mind if she wrote a good story and possibly ends up in a ditch somewhere?
I didn't,
I mean, I think that would be awful.
yeah, that
A
would,
friend of ours, sort of.
yeah, that would make me, I just meant like, I don't, it's not like I think about her. You know what like, I mean, I don't want, this isn't helping. Let's go.
Stud singing a non-copyright version of "Luck Be a Lady Tonight."
That's excellent. Okay, so you head out, you pack all the things up. Linda checks in, make sure everyone's good. Now y'all stay hydrated. That's going to be key this morning. Yes. So you begin to head out, and oh no, I lost my place. You travel for a while. I'm not going to make y'all do any of the travel checks for this, since you're with Linda and she's a good navigator and knows where she's going and everything. The weather is, I mean, it's cold, it's crisp, it's going to be rough as you're traveling anytime during our adventures right now, as it's all settling in and it's getting worse. I do, however, want you all to make a settlement test. So we will have whoever has the best charisma will make the test. You are, since you have Linda has, praises, has been praising you and telling everybody how awesome you are. You are going to get to roll 3 dice on this. It's the test is going to be your charisma plus 2 will be your target number. So whatever charisma plus 2 target number. Who's going to be rolling? Highest
That's a good
charisma.
question.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Stud has 8, and I think, does Maggie have 8 as well?
I believe so. Let me just double check. Oh no, for charisma I have 6. So if you have an 8 for charisma, then you should be doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have tag skills in in certain things, or like a high, rank in like barter and speech and stuff. So
Okay.
this depends on what.
Because I know,
Yeah,
I know
it's just
Maggie
straight
and Stud
charisma.
do a lot of that. So okay, just
Yeah, so
straight
this
charisma.
so the settlement test is it's on page 39 of Winter of Adam, but so it's charisma plus 2 is your target number. The difficulty is going to be 1. You cannot use any AP. But you do get to roll 3 dice because you did get 1 positive influence because of helping Linda and traveling with her and her spreading the good word of how you guys are helping the caravan, because nobody else is traveling right now in caravan, so you're helping her out and getting supplies out. So charisma plus 2 is your target number. You get to
Okay.
roll 3 dice. The difficulty is 1.
So it's gonna be 10. I don't see how to add the plus 2. So, but all right. MFC, but that's pretty
Yeah.
final. That's
Yep. Okay. Cool. So you got 1 complication. Cool.
You could luck that, right? And make that go away?
You have the hat, right? Or
I have a hat.
Right.
Hold on, there's a hat.
Please get rid of that. And is anybody, did we have to roll 2? Because this is not my strong suit.
No. It's just 1 player makes the settlement test. I want to double check though, because I know that you can't use action points, but I don't think that it says anything about luck. You
'Cause
cannot
that's gotta
spend
go
AP.
away.
Yeah. Is The hat said any charisma check, right?
Yeah.
Any charisma
It's any
based check?
charisma based
And
check.
that is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, so the rules is written as from what I'm seeing on page 39. It's just action points. It doesn't say anything about luck and anything. So yeah, if you'd like to try to get rid of that 20, certainly.
Yeah, it allows you to re-roll a single
Or the hat,
d20
yes.
on a charisma based.
Boom. Yeah, Stud's gonna hit the flick on this shit.
Yep.
And
All right, cool. That's good. Yes.
Well,
That's-
take
you only
that.
needed
We'll
you only
take
needed
that.
one.
yeah.
Yeah, you only
We
needed
just
one.
one digit more than
Yes. So coming into Mirage, so Diamond City, you have a reputation right now of 4. Beatsville, you have a reputation of 1. Mirage, right now, you have a reputation precedes you, of 3. Interestingly enough. Yeah. So Mirage, you got a better reputation at Mirage than you do at Beatsville.
That's how we roll.
So
I mean,
this-
part of it was Maggie's fault. She didn't get along with the DJ, so the DJ probably just, was like, we're knocking these guys down a peg.
I live on a flat rule. If it's not 3 dog, we don't care. All right.
Aw.
3 dog is the best.
All right, so we've got Mirage. So like I said earlier, it's basically a casino that is built on wheels, and it's being pulled by Brahmin, and it's lit up. It's got strings of lights, and it's very colorful and bright, and you can see it as you approach. And there is a place to get on. The Brahmin moves slow enough that you are able to get on. Linda would have to. Yes, Linda would have to, and there are people that are out tending to the Brahmin and making sure that they're moving in the right direction. So with her Brahmin, she would have the girls take shifts to take care of theirs and keep them moving with the casino as you all go inside, and they would work in shifts trading off and whatnot as you're going inside to take care of business. Outside the doors of the Mirage, you will see rules posted on a metal placard, and there would be what number 1 rule is: what happens in Mirage stays in Mirage. There is a 72-hour limit for all visitors. There are no caps, no entry. There is no cover charge. Linda would tell you there's no cover charge. However, you have to spend caps once you're inside the casino, like by tipping or getting drinks and food and gambling or renting a room. So if you come inside and you're not tipping or not spending some money, then they're like, no. But you do have a 72-hour limit for visitors, and no violence. All weapons are checked. So once you do enter in through the doors, there would be a place to check your weapons, check your armor, check anything that you want to, check them guns, and so check everything at the door. I know with stud, I don't think that you can take off your weaponry.
You can't take off my hand.
Right. Yeah. I guess for you, it'd just be like your any ammunition. Since you're obviously not the only sentient protectron out there, or
question.
robot. Yes,
Can Maggie still have? It's a walking cane.
your cane should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stud will tell the crew, have you ever heard of holdout weapons?
My weapon is a baseball bat with train spikes through it.
You got a knife or something, huh?
No.
What about you, Rob? You got like a tiny pistol? You got something you could put up your pants?
I definitely. Let me just gear check real quick because.
I'm
Wait,
just.
wait, hold
gonna-
on. Is it possible if I take this here handkerchief out of this cocktail? It can look like a regular, like we were drinking.
Just take
Oh,
your
yeah.
liquor bottle.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but I
There's no world
can't.
inside.
But I don't think I can
Oh,
hide
you know
this.
what? I just have to split up the drinks.
Sport's just gonna
amongst
hold
each
up
other.
2 baseball grenades and a baseball bat with fucking railroad spikes through it. I don't think I can hide this.
I bet you can hide the baseballs. I bet you can.
Stud, I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Oh my God.
There's not a whole lot of extra room down there.
Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on, come here.
Oh wait, I was gonna answer.
Come here. No,
Yes.
already Maggie grabbed Sport. Said, all right, so, you know, there was a trick that some young ladies learn about stuffing.
Kegel.
I feel like if I...
No, not that. I'm talking about...
Oh.
But then I'll have both.
No,
It-
I'm saying you give them to me.
Oh. Is there... No offense, is there... Okay. Just, like, hands them over, like, looking away.
Oh my gosh.
Maggie will go, like, you know, like she's, like, whatever, just kind of taking a look, like, oh, look at this wall here. And then she's going to proceed to unbutton her shirt
Oh my gosh.
and place the balls
Oh my
in the bosom region.
Maggie is gonna look so stacked just walking through this
But
casino.
she's gonna put it in such a way where it's not too obvious. But because of the jacket, I think that like, you know, it's like because of the fact that she has a higher neck shirt and like the coat, I think that it won't be as obvious as if it was like a t-shirt or like a very form fit. You know, it's a little bit. It's not necessarily a tailored jacket. It's nice. Than most children of Adam would have, but it's not like a form-fitting type jacket that she has. So I feel like she'll look like she's, you know, blessed by Adam in different ways.
Atom bomb, baby.
Into the term bombshell.
Stood
Oh
out.
my gosh.
Yeah, Sport's just gonna take the bat and, like, take it to the checking area
Yeah.
and slowly pass it over to whoever, I guess. I'm assuming there's a person checking
Yes.
these. And with the most serious of faces, if anything happens to this bat, you don't want to know the things that I'll do to you, right?
Oh, you can leave your stuff with me. I'm very capable. Nobody gets back here. I've never had a problem. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Mm.
Rob brings up his lead pipe and the 10 millimeter that he's been.
Oh yeah, pulls a tin.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not quite entirely tied to these, so I'm not sure that I'm going to do anything should they be lost. But I would much appreciate if they were kept safely, of course.
Oh, of course. Nothing comes or goes without a ticket, and she will hand you your ticket to check your items. And just please note, if you are seen carrying any weapons on the premises, you will be thrown out immediately and banned from the Mirage. So please don't forget to check everything, double check everything, and make sure that you leave it here with me, please.
I'm curious, do they physically throw, as in, do they pick you up and actually do that? Because I find that may be difficult for some of the patrons who are of a larger stature.
Oh, they've been known to do that sometimes, but usually they set them down forcefully and not throw forcefully, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. As Rob brandishes the ticket and then walks away.
On that note, never underestimate someone in power armor. I've seen them do some ridiculous things. Like, terrifying.
They did say that they'll kick us out if they find any weapons. So double check, make sure, you know, you're not forgetting any pistols or anything tucked away in a sock.
Nope.
Sport will kind of... You're still squeaking. Here, will you turn around real quick? And Sport's just
Not in front of everyone.
Maggie walks up, extra confident, like,
I ain't seen curves on anyone like that since those Kardashian sisters back in. Remember them?
I don't know nothing about Kardashian, but I just think Adam. And then she's gonna put her camera gun on whatever counter or whatever, hand it over. Oh, by the way, Are beverages allowed, or do we have to check those in as well?
We do prefer that you drink our beverages that we supply here, but we are not opposed to people bringing in things that they are wanting to trade with or alcohol that they are going to consume. But as you saw the note on the door that we do not have a cover charge here, but if you are not tipping or paying for something or getting a room, then we would also ask you to leave. So
Now, are there exceptions because for belief purposes, I don't usually carry things as far as the caps and things of that nature because I'm just again blessed by Adam, so that's not usually something I have to worry about.
And she, like when you say that, and she hears the Adam, she kind of like, her smile, her fake customer service smile drops momentarily. We have plenty of people of children of Adam that come through here, and so of course you're welcome, but we do ask that everybody pays for things while they're here. So we would ask that you do add to at least tipping or buying something or gambling. So hopefully you do have caps for that, or else we'd ask for you to leave.
We've got caps for everybody. She just don't like carrying hers. We got you.
Oh, okay, great. Then there shouldn't be a problem here, but there are plenty.
I would like to check in these bottles, and then it's going to be 3, but it's like basically she has removed where it looks, the liquid doesn't look right, but it could be, I don't know, moonshine, it could be, nobody knows. But she checks in the 3 bottles, but she still has like her hands on her hips and just kind of awkward confidence.
Oh. I do want to say thank you for the raid, ELH. Glad to see y'all are here, so thank you so much for the raid. We still have our contest going on. We have the last giveaway coming up pretty soon at the end of our stream, so enter !Roll20 if you would like to try to win a copy of Fallout the role-playing game on Roll20. So !Roll20 in the chat. And we'll be giving away one more copy at the end of the stream. So you've checked your weapons and everything, and she said she'll tell you that, and she'll remind you of the rules. So everything that happens in Mirage stays at Mirage. 72-hour limit for all visitors. No caps, no entry. So, but that's not a cover charge. It's just if you don't pay for anything while you're here, the security will throw you out. And no violence. All weapons are checked, which you have done. You will see that there is a large bar, circular bar, that's in the middle of this large opulent room that is decorated in, anybody that's from a vault would notice it's a lot of stuff that looks like it used to be decor from inside of a vault. And you do see that there's a lot of memorabilia about, a lot of the number 88 showing up here and there. So it looks like this stuff might have been from Vault 88. The 360 degree view of the watering hole, which is the central bar, that's what it's called, looks to be the bartender appears to be one person that's taking care of all the patrons here. There are slot machines, there's blackjack tables, there is this beautiful picturesque sandy paradise looking area with a stage on it that kind of just glows almost as if it's like in sunset mode over there. It looks very beautiful. And so there's a bar area, blackjack tables, slot machines, and the watering hole, all kinds of stuff for you to do here. Is there anywhere in particular y'all want to go look around at?
So Stud's gonna say, all right, something to know about casinos. All right, just follow Stud's rules. You're always gonna come out on top, kids. Number 1, those biscuits, we risk it. All right, pardon the squeak. Number 2, if you have it, use it. All right, that includes everything. And he points over at Maggie. You understand? All right, nothing is off limits to risk. Okay. Number 3, The house always wins. So that means we cheat where we can. Okay, this place is here to take advantage of idiots like us. But we're not going to be idiots. We're going to be smart. We're going to use all of our little noggins. All right?
Okay.
There used to be... Now, I'm not saying a heist. Man, you know what? That was something I've never done. A heist movie. I might have to put that on the checklist at some point. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't. I actually, that's one rule. Cheaters must pay. That was the last one. It was on the second. It was on the second page.
No.
Cheaters must pay was one of the other rules. I'm sorry. You made me. You brought it up. Reminded me. Cheaters must pay. So gambling. So yeah, if you're caught cheating, you're thrown out. But yeah.
Well, the implication is don't get caught.
There you go.
So you, Jazz Hands, Rob, that's you. I imagine you're capable of all types of shenanigery. So if you ever find yourself in a spot of losing, make it to where you're not losing, okay?
I
The
will
rules-
do my best.
Yeah, it's so simple. Slot machines cheat all the time, but it's the safest way to maybe earn something or not. Blackjack can be, if you're good with numbers, you could probably hustle them, okay? Let's see. I would say Texas Hold'em, if they got it, that's where you can cheat. Hardcore. All right? I have robot hands. It's real easy. Flip those bad boys, pop. Just like that.
Just like that. I'm still kind of hungry from last night. I want a pretzel.
You know what? Why don't you get yourself the biggest, fattest pretzel, because it's on Papa Stud tonight. We're making money.
Wait,
Alright.
this is a new name. Is that something Linda gave you? By chance?
Oh, yeah.
That's what she was saying yesterday, but I don't know.
No,
if
she
that's-
calls me Daddy Stud.
My
Papa
eyes
Stud
hurt.
is just, what?
I said my eyes and ears hurt.
Maybe you should put some water on them or something.
I think it's my brain eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Very nice.
you know. I'm gonna eat a pretzel, and slam my head into a wall real quick. I'll be right back. As Sport starts to like walk over to the bar top.
Wait, I thought there was a rule against violence. Doesn't that include even oneself?
no, I
Maybe
don't.
we should warn Sport not to do that.
As you look over, Sport is just sitting at the bar top like this, like.
I don't think they kink shame here. I think it'd be fine. You know, that could be a thing that people are into. You know, so
I don't.
they'll probably mind their own business on that. CBT. All right. Anyway, let's get out of here. Time to gamble.
Sport pops back up with the pretzel.
I will take. You lead the way, Your Holiness.
Follow me. Oh, listen. If all of us go take a blackjack table with the three of us, we could run it. What do you think?
All right. So are you of the belief that we should be double down, or are you not? You're not about that double down life.
Always double down. Rule number one.
All right. Okay.
Always double down. Rule number one. Okay.
Oh wait, there's a lot of rules. There's gonna be a lot of rules number ones as I remember them. But yeah.
Stud, as you were not Stud, the Sport. As you were going over and you were trying to get a pretzel, they do have like the mini pretzels and like nuts and stuff at the bar, like the.
I mean, we'll take the mini pretzels, but we want a big pretzel.
Big pretzel. That you could ask the bartender
Yeah.
for one. So as you if you're waiting over there, this older gentleman, he kind of totters over there, and gets kind of close to the bar. Hey, you're new.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something familiar about this guy. He looks like, I don't know, he just looks familiar-ish. He's like, oh, are you one of the people that are with the people? And you see, and he points to the stack of Children of Adam pamphlets, and he kind of taps it and kind of just shoves it, and they just kind of slide across the bar. And you, those people?
I will take one of those pamphlets. No, I'm not actually. I've met some of them. What do you think?
That's good. You're not with them peoples. I don't know. I've seen too many of them people.
What's your name?
Well, my name's Murray, but they call me Old Man Murray. Nice to meet you. And who are you? You're real big.
My name's Sport.
You trying to get a security job here or something? Don't. It's members only. Like if you're not, well, you've got one of the numbers, but you're not from 88. Oh, fellow vault person. Nice to see you, fellow vault person. But don't try to get a job here. It's not worth it.
All right. Would I recognize this as being the guy that we were supposed to look for?
He looks familiar.
Like similar to like maybe.
Maybe.
Because she told us his name, right? Or did she? It's Murray, right? Okay. Hey man. I was just passing through one of these random caravans. Actually, he said, "Do you know a maybe?"
What?
Maybe.
What are you? And he like kind of like grabs your collar. What are you?
Like bends all the way the fuck down.
What do you know about maybe? What are you talking about? And he kind of almost sobers up a little bit.
Are people going to listen to us here and notice this interaction?
You do notice that a couple people kind of look your way, but the bartender is busy with a couple of the other patrons, and he hasn't quite made his way over to you yet. But a couple people are kind of looking at you, and he looks around and he lets you go.
All I know is I was told to let you know that she's alive.
What?
Yeah, she's out.
Is this a mess? What?
Yeah.
What?
I know this is sudden, but I didn't really expect to stumble into you right here. But you know what we're going to do? I'm going to grab this handful of pretzels, and you're going to walk with me, right? And we're going to pretend we're just having a good conversation. I want you to come meet my friends.
Alright. Your friend, this isn't a trick? You're not trying to take me?
No,
you're not trying to take me too?
Absolutely not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to help protect her. So, here, let's have some pretzels. I want you to meet this Protectron. Also, forewarning, one of our companions is of those people, but is not of those people. Don't think about it, just look at her chest. As Sport will, like, walk up. Sport's like, just distract yourself.
Oh, goodness gracious. So as he stumbles over and he's just like, he's walking and he's kind of like, it seems like like the information that you've given him is starting to sober him up, and he looks around at all of you and,
Hey, everybody. This is Murray. I met him at the bar. He's a real friendly guy. He'll look familiar, you'll see. Because, the conversation we had a couple days ago with someone. Anyways.
I didn't meet you a couple days ago. I just met you now.
No, I meant the conversation that I had with
somebody you are probably acquainted with.
Yes.
Well.
Miss, let's call her Mindy. We talked to Mindy.
I don't know, Mindy.
That's what I'm calling your daughter for her safety. And yeah. So this is Rob. He's a dancer. This is Stud.
Make sure you give me. You should probably give me some of your caps so I can flip it.
Me?
While we're here. Oh no, not you. Wait.
Oh.
How janky are these slots? You work here, right?
I live here. I'm one of the residents. Only people from the vault could be residents here, and.
Okay, so are the slots janky or?
We should talk outside. There's things and people.
Here's like I'll start with 10 caps.
Thank you.
But yeah, no. Anyways, met this friendly guy at the bar. We should all have a chit chat real quick, get familiar. Message has been delivered. But yeah, let's get some cool air.
You should tell me your courier.
What's a courier?
The person that delivers messages.
Yeah, they travel everywhere. They got something for you. Your hands only. That kind of thing.
Are we doing that now?
You said you delivered messages.
I did for let's get that cool air. Sounds like a good idea.
I
Good.
think.
Y'all go do that. I'm gonna check it out here.
Okay,
It'll be okay. Trust me. Listen. I've been around for a long time, and I've still got this.
Maybe I should stay, because our new friend is looking at me funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a fair point.
I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable like how I feel.
You got something on your face.
Yes, it's a
He's a
symbol
little,
of pride that I have on my face. I made the choice a long time ago.
A little inebriate.
Yes, I feel.
Uh,
My eyes are up here
But
next to the symbol that I'm quite proud
you
to
could
have
get
on my face.
you could get a job here.
Oh,
Definitely.
God.
And
all right.
you could
You know
get.
what? And Sport will just take him by the shoulder.
He does not notice like that you are a child of Adam. Like he just notices like you got some smear on your face. Like
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah,
like
no, we're gonna walk
you
outside.
could work. You could work here.
Yeah. Good to know. Good to know.
Do you think Sport got this? Rob, would you like to give me 10 caps and then go make sure Sport got this?
Oh, absolutely. That is the optimal idea. And yeah, Rob will give 10 caps to Stud
Aw.
and then go follow Sport.
Excellent work.
Okay.
All right, Maggie. Are you ready to watch a hero at work?
Most certainly. Yes. Oh, wait. Is this related to the whatever work he was suggesting for me?
This is probably a little bit grander than that. This could help us in the long run.
Oh.
Don't listen to the kitty. The kitty disagrees, but I know better.
Apparently, the kitties are rampant here at this casino. I'm glad that they're friendly to little animals.
Yeah. It still
nice.
trips me out how cats are the only animals that don't have any kind of radiation sickness. Like, that's weird, right? Yeah. Anyway.
They help catch mice for the rodent on a stick.
Oh, there we go.
They sell
Cool.
at the park.
That's a good job. Yes, Stud is going to make his way to the nearest blackjack.
Maggie and Till.
Oh Lord.
And Maggie's just like shoulders back, just like you can tell that she's walking weird, but then I think that she's kind of like digging it. So she's kind of like everybody's paying attention.
Kill it, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
And hopefully they don't go boom boom, because that would just be.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
That was a risk that Maggie apparently was willing to take.
Oh goodness! So we've got Sport and Rob heading outside with a very drunk old man Murray. We've got Stud and Maggie heading towards the blackjack tables. Linda and her crew are getting the Brahmin settled, and this is where we're gonna go ahead and push a little pause, because I feel like things are about to get really chaotic really fast. So we're just gonna
Chaotic.
Yes.
Yeah,
More than already.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Hit me. Did I stutter? I said, hit me.
Oh my gosh.
Sir, you have a 17.
Oh, God. That's fine. That's fine. I said another. Yeah, so thank you so much. This was fun, getting back into the swing of things. After being off for a while, it was so much. It was fun. It was a good time. It was some seriousness, some funniness, and some scariness, because we don't know what's going to happen to Beatsville. Dang! Just let her go. I'm just kidding. It's fine. Look, here comes the consequence.
To be fair, we didn't just let her go. She was our homie, we thought. And we were probably going to kill her the next day, but then we went to leave and she was gone.
Guess we'll find out later what happens with all of that. So thank you, everyone, again for tuning in, and welcome back, everyone. It's so good to see you all. I missed y'all so much. Yeah, so check us every Monday at 6 p.m. here on our Twitch channel. I'm going to do the final giveaway. Let's see what's happening. Roll it. Hey, Andrew, you won. Congratulations. So yeah, if you want a code, let me know. Or if you want a code for it, or you want to give it away to somebody, that's totally up to you.
I would like to give this code away to somebody else.
No.
Somebody else, please win the code. I won before already.
Okay, I can re-roll. Let's see.
Re-roll.
Okay,
Somebody
re-roll
deserves
it.
this.
Matt 001 Alpha.
Hey.
There we go, Matt. If you will send me a DM, then send me a DM and I will get you that code for Fallout the Role-Playing Game on Roll20. Congratulations. And don't forget, everyone, that we do have the Settlers book is out now, so you can pre-order that and get the PDF right away if you pre-order the physical copy. And you can get this book, Winter of Adam. Of course, we've got those in stock, so you can get it before the holidays come for your friends, so you can play Winter of Adam in the Nuclear Wasteland with your friends. My name is April Hill, the community manager here at Modiphius Entertainment. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram and a lot of other places, and stiletto DM on all the other places. Just look for one of those, and it's me. I'm there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I will kick it on over to Maggie.
Hello, everyone. I am your resident child of Adam, Magdalena Suarez, aka Utahime, aka Brianna. You can find me on socials at UTAHIME, Utahime Cosplay, pretty much everywhere, even on the Blue Sky, except on X. You can find me at Brianna DeCosta there. I am super excited to say here that I am one of the hosts for Tabletop News. Our premiere is happening this Thursday, so please tune in on the 19th for our grand premiere of our show. It's a lot of hard work behind the scenes that went into this, and we thank everyone who actually contributed to the crowdfunding campaign to make it possible. And so yes, please stay tuned to be sure to subscribe over there. I'm sure there might be even some news that we have for Modiphius there too, you never know. So definitely stay tuned for all that fun stuff. But otherwise, you can see all the different things I'm up to, all of my TTRPG shenanigans on my page where I usually post up, so I'll pass it along.
And we'll switch over to our lovely not synth Rob.
Yes, hello everyone. Andrew J. Landy checking in here. Yeah, playing your Is He or Is He Not a Synth? Rob, so you can find me at Andrew J. Landy on Instagram and X, as well as Threads, and on Blue Sky as Duralath, which is my gamer tag, because I wanted to lock that up and totally should have just used my regular name. Doesn't matter. We're on the socials. Follow me for more stuff. I'll be posting up more things in the upcoming days. Things I'm not allowed to announce, but of course, if you're just looking for someone to talk to as well, would love to hear from you. Again, thanks for tuning in with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. And Nightwall with the sweetest little kitties.
I am Nightwall, a.k.a. the Khajiit King, a.k.a. the Moon Sugar Master, the Skooma Consumer, resident Bethesda guy. I make Bethesda skits, but we're kind of branching out a little bit. Yeah. I've been playing a bunch of different games, going back to some old school games, have a lot of inspiration. And this week we will be going back to Fable 2 with some of the ridiculousness.
I love that game.
It's
and
such
how
a good
dumb
game.
it is.
Yes, over the years of gaming, they have let you get married in RPGs, but I think Fable 2 had the realest depiction of marriage, and that is what the skit shall be about. So keep an eye out for that on YouTube. I am Nywall. TikTok, I'm Nywall there, and then Nywall2 over on Twitter.
I think,
All
what was
right.
it, the Skyrim Halloween?
Yeah, Skyrim Halloween.
That was so
Yeah,
good.
put that out today. Yeah. Everyone wants to dress up as the Dragonborn, and the Dragonborn wants to be a farmer. So that's just the reality
So
of it.
funny.
Yeah, go check that out.
Yeah.
Khajiit will thank you.
Okay, and our sporty sport Taryn.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Taryn, also known as Valrook, across the socials and the chat and all over the place. Generally creative human, TTRPG player, and GM, Eldritch Entity, Dice Maker, under the moniker of Umbrella Oculus Dice, all those fun things. You can catch me here. You can catch me over at the Red Hair Inn on alternating Tuesdays, where I play. I've just accepted that they're pretty much lawful. I really thought we were going neutral. I don't know what's happening. But you can catch me there playing a Mothy Druid person. And it's fun, and you should go watch, because Utahime's there too. And we're going to go down some dark paths soon. You can also catch me tomorrow at the Red Hair Inn, however, because I am taking the GM seat. And I am running a cat-themed campaign where all of my players are cat-based characters. And it's ridiculous. Somebody made a pact last time, whether they realize it or not. And it's great because literally there are like 4 or 5 cat people that the fate of the world is kind of in their hands at the same time as this other party that we're playing in on that channel. So, you know, I'm going to be curious to see how that plays out and how it affects the other group. So, yeah, come check it out. Do the thing.
All the pets, all the pets, and the kitties and the puppies. I love it so much. So sweet. So yeah, thank you everybody again for tuning in and hanging out with us here in the Wasteland. It's so good to be back. We'll see you all next week. Bye.